Okay, I think we're gonna start slowly to warm up. So we're gonna stand. We're gonna place our feet hip distance apart, which means just underneath your hip bones, keeping your knees soft, relaxing your arms by your sides as you open your shoulders as well, and drop them above your hips. Your hips will be above your feet and your spine neutral. Closing the eyes, just to take a few moments to settle on our mat and to tune into the Pilates breathing tonight. So we're gonna start inhaling deeply through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose, try and lengthen through the spine, sending the top of the head up towards the ceiling. Exhaling through the mouth. Try to relax the body as much as you can. Again, long inhale. And exhale. Inhale, expand your ribcage sideways, filling your lungs with oxygen. Exhale, taking the air out, feeling your ribcage closing in and your belly going back towards the spine gently. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Paying attention to what happens to the body as you deepen your breath. As you try and relax. And then on your next inhale, drop your head down heavy. And then as you exhale, circle the head to the right. And then you carry on for 4 times to the right side. So circling, mobilizing the neck. Maintaining your shoulders down. Noticing any tension maybe around your neck. Try and relax. And then we're going to take 4 circles to the other side. If you have your eyes open, make sure that you're looking everywhere in the room. 4, 2. And 1. Take the head back to center, chin parallel to the ground. Long inhale, lift your shoulders up. And then as you exhale, with control, take your shoulders down. Inhale up high. And then exhale down low. Really imagining in your head, your shoulder blades gliding down. Inhale. Exhale. 4, 2. One last time, inhale. Exhale. Then we're going to take a long inhale, lift the arms up. As you exhale, circle the arms behind you. Inhale up, exhale back and behind you. This time we squeeze our shoulder blades, so we try and get them closer to each other, towards the center of the spine. Bend your knees, reach your arms up, and then take them back. So adding a gentle bend of the knees. 4, 2. And 1 last time. Then we take just the right arm all the way up towards the ceiling and across, flexing the spine sideways and then back to center. Big circle, inhale and exhale. Bringing a little bit more energy into the body as we warm up the major joints. Inhale and exhale on the way back. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. And out. Open your legs slightly. Take your toes out, and we're going to go into body weight squat. So we're going to inhale, sit back, reach your arms in front of you, and exhale. Come up, push your arms back behind you, squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, maintaining your weight on your heels, clenching your glutes as you come up. Gradually sinking your pelvis low and low if you can. Inhale and exhale. Maintaining your ribcage closed throughout, your shoulders down, your knees above your toes. Now next time we're gonna go inhale, exhale up an inch, inhale down an inch, exhale driving all the way up, much faster than before. Inhale, exhale up an inch, inhale down an inch, all the way up. So it's the power from your pelvis, from your core, and from pushing the floor away on the way up. Combining them together in one. Inhale, exhale, inhale. We've got 3 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, sink and up. 4, 2. Inhale, exhale, inhale. One last time. In, maintaining your body weight to the back on the heel. Then shake your legs for a moment and your shoulders. We're gonna work one side only. 3 exercises to the right side. Move towards the front of your mat so you have space behind you. Place your feet hip distance apart, maintaining your arms nice and strong at the front. Reverse lunges with the right leg only. So we step back, we lower down slowly with control, and then we come up. Inhale and exhale. Maintaining your left kneecap above your left toes, feeling the front glute working a little bit harder. Inhale and exhale. Tucking your pelvis under slightly, so feeling the stretch at the front of your right leg. In and out. Lower down, kiss the ground briefly, and then up. With every exhale, drawing the navel back towards the spine. 2 more. 1 more. Then we're going to take 1 step back and shift the body weight between the front foot and the back foot. Pelvis in the middle, split squat. So we're going to go down, straight, and up. Slowly down, and up. Feeling the left foot really grounded and your right toes. Your right heel remains high at the back. Pelvis goes down and up. Finding your balance. Maintaining your shoulders above your hips. In and out. Now as you go down, keep lengthening through the spine. It could help you thinking of sending your head up towards the ceiling throughout your split squat. 4, 2. 4, 1. Then take the right foot forwards. Right hand, right knee up. You can grab the wall if you want. For this, it's a balancing exercise. If you don't grab the wall, left hand on hip. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, push the knee back, bend the left knee. Inhale, up. Exhale, push the knee back. Try and maintain the right leg in the same shape. And lift. Inhale. Bending the left knee, little hinge from the hips, maintaining your lower back or lumbar spine long. As you bend your left knee, checking that the kneecap is falling above your toes, as always. And up. Strong supporting leg lift, lifting the glutes. Just a few more. And back. Inhale, try and lift the knee higher than the hip crease. Last one. And up and down. Shake your supporting leg, shake your leg. And then taking the other side, starting from the reverse lunges. Left leg only, stepping back. Inhale, back to center, exhale. Inhale and exhale. So there is a transfer of weight here. In and out. Pelvis goes slightly back and then back to the front. Elbows open by your sides, shoulders down. Inhale, exhale. Taking your time, don't rush it. So working the legs quite a lot, but also core to support and stabilize your spine throughout. 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. Second variation, take one step back, body weight in the middle. Inhale down, straight, exhale up, straight. Inhale down, straight, exhale up, straight. Head, hip and knee are in one line. Down and up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale down, exhale up. Really feeling it into your legs, into your glutes. Long spine throughout. 4, 3, 4, 2, 1 last time. All the way up, step your left foot forward, left hand, left knee up, hand on hip or on the wall, by the wall. Exhale, push the knee back. Bend your right leg. Exhale up. Inhale up, sorry. Exhale to go back as you need the most control here, and then you lift up. Inhale. And up. Inhale. Looking far away in front of you. Obviously your eye line will drop down as you bend your right knee and take the left knee back, but not all the way down. You want to maintain your neck in line with the rest of the spine. And then we take 2 more. It's a very difficult exercise actually. There's a lot of elements involved. Last one. And then take your leg down, shake. This time moving to the back of the mat because you need space at the front. Place your feet hip distance apart, unlock your knees, lengthen through the spine, drop your shoulders, take a long inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin under and then rolling down slowly. Head, shoulders, upper back, middle back, lower back, tailbone touch the ground, look out, inhale, exhale, walk out into a plank. Take a moment to hold your plank, feel the position, shoulders back, clench your glutes. Inhale, hold. Exhale, take one foot in, then the other. Inhale, drop down heavy. Exhale, rolling up. Tailbone, lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders, then the head. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, roll down. Articulating the spine, one vertebra at a time. As your hands touch the ground, make sure they are underneath your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, step back. And then the other leg. Inhale, hold. Exhale, walking your hands back towards your toes. Grounding your heels. Inhale. Exhale, rolling up. And we're going to take this again over and over. Speeding it up a little bit. So just flowing into it a little bit more. As soon as your hands touch the ground, look out. Walk. Just take an extra moment to hold your plank. And then exhale, stepping in and rolling up. As your head is up, take a long inhale and then exhale, roll down. As your hands touch the ground, soften your knees, step with one foot back, then the other. Holding your plank for a long inhale. Feel the length of the spine. Exhale, walking back and rolling up. We take 2 more sets. If you want to challenge the back of the legs a little bit more, keep your legs or try to keep your legs extended throughout your walk out and your walk back. Inhale, hold. Exhale, roll. And inhale. And exhale. Surrender the head and the arms on your roll down. Step back, hold, walk back. And we have 1 more of this. Inhale, exhale. looking out, walking your hands out into plank, holding your plank, stepping in, rolling up. Inhale, exhale down. And touching the ground, stepping back, hold, inhale, exhale, walking back. And rolling up, heavy head, heavy arms. One last long inhale, exhale, rolling down into a 4 points kneeling position. And we're gonna wait for each other there. From there, we're gonna go into a 4 points plank. So we're gonna tuck our toes under, inhale, exhale, push the floor away from you, hover your knees off the ground. Just stay there. Now we hold the position, but there is a lot of breathing going on throughout, and there are energies going on, so it's not a static position. You're pushing the floor away from you, you're lengthening through the spine, your tailbone goes back, your top of the head goes to the front, and you're breathing. Your navel goes up towards the spine with every exhale. For your last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your knees down. Long inhale, prepare. Exhale, coming up into the 4 points plank again. Step one foot back, then the other foot back. Step one foot in, then the other foot in. And here we go again. In and out. As we carry on breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Think of this happening mainly from your legs. Your spine doesn't move, your shoulders are stabilizing. If you need to reset, drop your knees, shake your shoulders, and then start again. Otherwise, try and carry on. 10 more seconds. Long spine, shoulders away from the ears. 4, 5. 4, 4. 4, 3. 4, 2. 4, 1. Everyone come back into a plank. Inhale. Exhale, pushing back, down dog. Inhale, hold your down dog. Take a moment there. Exhale, ripple through the spine, high plank. Inhale, hold your high plank. Exhale, pushing back into a down dog. Feel free to soften your knees here. Feel the length of the spine. Inhale, hold. Exhale, high plank. Just twice more. Inhale. Exhale, pushing back into a down dog. Shoulders back. Inhale, hold. Exhale, ripple through the spine, high plank. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, pushing back, tailbone all the way up towards the ceiling, length. Then through the spine and the back of the legs. Last high plank. Then take your knees on the floor. And then sit back into child's pose, rotating your palms up towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin, drop your head. Take 3 long breaths. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. One last inhale. And then exhaling through the mouth. Slowly roll your spine up, one vertebra at a time. Come back into the 4 points kneeling. We're going to go into cat-cow, and then we're going to develop it. So we're going to explore flexion of the spine and hyperextension of the spine. Starting small with a cat and cow exercise. So we're going to inhale, prepare. Exhale, take your head and tailbone down, send your belly up towards the ceiling. Inhale, coming back into neutral. Then as you exhale, take your tailbone up, drop your belly, and then looking up. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, cat. Inhale, back to center, neutral spine. Exhale, cow, tailbone up. And then lifting the head up. And again, inhale, neutral. Exhale, cat. Try and send your head and your tailbone even closer to the center. Then back to neutral. Exhale, cow. Drop your belly down and up. One last time like that. Cat stretch as you exhale. Inhale, back to neutral. exhale, cow. Then inhale, neutral. As you go into cat, sit back on your heels. Then coming back to center, cat, neutral, cow, and shift your pelvis forwards towards your wrists. Then drop your chin in, coming back into cat, sitting back on your heels. Then we come up, we take the pelvis forwards, we hyperextend the spine, looking in front of you or up. Then we take the chin in and we go through a cat to child's pose. From child's pose to cat, neutral, hyperextending the spine like a wave. So really articulating your spine, one vertebra at a time. Breathing throughout. Just go as far as you can. Don't push too hard. Massaging your spine. We take 2 more waves. One last time. Pushing back, rounding your back. And then a cat, neutral. Take your pelvis forwards and hyperextending. Then finally, coming back into child's pose for one only breath. Just stay there, lengthen. And then roll up and sit on your bottom. Just in the center of your mat, yeah? You need space at the back. Bend your knees, flex your feet. Your arms are by your sides and they remain there for a little bit. So we're gonna go. Inhale, prepare, neutral spine. Exhale, draw your navel back towards the spine. Extend your right leg and just rolling halfway. Inhale, hold. Exhale, back to neutral. Changing legs. Inhale, exhale. Drawing the navel back. Inhale, hold. And then back to center. So always sending the navel back towards the spine, rounding your back when you go into your half roll back. Protecting your lower back. This is when, if you have lower back pain, or if in general today you feel that you have pain in your lower back, you can put something against or behind your back, just to have a bit of support. But what we're doing here, we're strengthening the core, and the purpose is to actually lengthen your lower back and strengthen the muscles in your lower back so that you don't have lower back pain, hopefully. And up. Shoulders remain low and down. 3 more. 4, 2. And 1. Then we go up, maintain both feet on the ground. Inhale, exhale, rolling halfway back. Hold your C shape of the spine, extending the right leg as you lift your arms up. And then take the leg down. Then the left, up. And down. And up. And down. If adding the arms makes it too challenging, just lift the legs one at a time as you stabilize through the C-shaped curve. And down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Last 4. And lower. Last 3. And lower. 2. And 1. Inhale, exhale, coming back up. Now neutral spine, grab one leg then the other, lift them up into tabletop. Try and balance on your sitting bones. From there, we're going to go arms by the sides. We're going to under-sweep, look back, coming back to center. Under-sweep the other arm, look back, and coming back to center. This is a tough one, mostly after what we've just done. We're not going to take too many of those. Breathing out as you twist and then up. If needed, drop your feet on the ground and up. And under sweep and up. We've got 6. Up. 5. And up. 4. Almost there. 4, 3. 4, 2. And your last one. Then grab your legs, take a long inhale, exhale, nice and slowly, adjust your back on the mat, and then hug your knees into your chest, rocking side to side. Take a moment there, and then we're going to be carrying on, massaging your back against the mat as you roll side to side. And then we're gonna start into a tabletop position with the next one. But first of all, place your arms by your sides so that the hand is in line with the shoulder. Palms are down, so really push against the floor. Right leg into tabletop, then left. Glue your knees and feet together. Inhale, tilt your tabletop to your right as you look away towards the left. And then exhale, navel back towards the spine, tabletop back to center. Inhale, drop your knees to the left, look towards your right, maintain your shoulders on the ground. Exhale, back to center. So the most important part is actually the coming back to center, where you exhale, draw the navel back towards the spine, and with your core muscles, you take the tabletop back. Now, to really and fully engage your core, you need to maintain your knees above the hips. If you take your knees closer to the chest, like this, you release the tension. So you want your knees to be over the hips, further away from the belly. If that's not challenging enough for you, you can extend your legs after the tilt and then take them back to center straight. Then you bend them again, you tilt the tabletop, then you extend the legs, and then you take them back to center straight. Inhale to tilt, exhale to come back to center. We've got 3 more. Looking away from the knees, maintaining the shoulders on the ground. Last 2. And your last one. Exhale back to center. If you have your legs extended, come back into tabletop, then flex your feet. We're gonna inhale, exhale, take your knees away from the hips to the front and then back. We're not extending the legs, we're just sending the knees out an inch and in and back above the hips. Out and in. Your back remains on the ground, your shins and your calves parallel to the floor. You might want to think you are moving a drawer in and out with your feet. Stabilizing through the spine, belly down as you take your legs out, exhale, and inhale. 10, 9, squeeze your glutes, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tabletop back to center. Like yesterday, open your knees, heels together, toes away from each other, and then back to center. Open your knees out and closing them in. Carry on. I'm just turning around so you can see it better. If you weren't there yesterday, open and close. Keep your heels together. Take your knees out, moving from the hip as far out as you can, and then close. Still in imprinted spine. Rotation, external rotation and abduction of the hip. Moving away from the center and closing. Last 6. 5. 4. I feel my legs. Hopefully everyone feels them. 3. Also the core. 2. 1. Close the legs. Place your hands behind your head. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, open the legs. Then take your legs out, crunch, in and close. So we go out, extend, crunch, in and close. It's an exhale as you extend the legs, because that's the hardest part of the exercise. In, out, in, out. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, close. If you don't want to crunch, just keep your head on the ground and just do the legs. So when we crunch, we're sending the navel down, flattening the lower abdominals, keeping your elbows in your peripheral view, your shoulders away from the ears. We've got last 4. Then we rest. 3, 4, 2, and one last time. And then take your knees into your chest, circle your legs in and out, just relax them. Try not to use your muscles, use your joints to circle those legs. Help pep yourself with your hands, and then change direction of your circles. Drop the legs on the ground for a moment, shake them, and we're gonna go into a short flow of exercises, one after the other. You might want to reset in between, please do so, catch up, but I will carry on, yeah? Medium pace, not too fast. So we're gonna start, keep your hands behind your head actually. We're gonna start with tabletop again, lots of work for the legs. We're gonna go into a single leg extension for 10 reps, alternating sides. So we're gonna go inhale, exhale, imprint the spine, extend one leg. Inhale back to center, exhale left leg. In and out. Inhale, exhale, taking those legs out to 45 ideally or higher if you need to maintain your back on the ground a bit better. And really try and lengthen those legs. Last 2. Last one. Now inhale, exhale, lift your head off the ground. Inhale, prepare, exhale, same thing. Single leg extension. So exactly the same, but adding a crunch. And out, long leg, and in. 4, 4. Support your head with the help of your hands. 4, 2. And 1. Inhale, exhale, take your head down. Keep your legs where they are. Inhale, exhale, extend both legs. Inhale back to center. This gets harder. Exhale, extend. Inhale back to center. Exhale, extend. Keep your legs glued together. Imagine you had just one leg. Squeeze them towards each other. Using your inner thighs and your glutes. Lower back on the ground. And out. And in. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Inhale. Exhale, lift your head and shoulders off the ground. Same thing. Same thing 10 times with a crunch. If you need a little rest, take your knees closer to the chest on the way in. 4, 5. 4, 4. 4, 3. Squeezing the glutes. 4, 2. 4, 1. Inhale, exhale, take your head down and your feet on the ground. Then we're gonna inhale, prepare, exhale, take your right leg into tabletop. Inhale, exhale, take your left elbow to the right knee. Inhale down, exhale up. always to the right knee, yeah? Left elbow to right knee, crunching your right external obliques. And down. And down. 4, 4. Try not to rock side to side, maintaining both of your hip bones facing up towards the ceiling and in one line. 4, 2. 4, 1. Inhale, exhale, swap. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, right elbow to the left knee. Maintain the left leg into tabletop. Lifting your right shoulder and shoulder blade completely off the ground. 4, 5. 4, 4. 4, 3. 4, 2. 4, 1. Inhale, exhale, take your right leg into tabletop. Last 2. Inhale, exhale, lift your head up. We're gonna go into bicycle crunches. So we're gonna go there and there. Opposite elbow to knee. Now after all of the previous exercises, your abdominals and your core might be shaking and might be tired. Try and carry on. That's when they get stronger. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 with legs straight. So scissoring the legs and moving side to side. That's the last one that we're doing. Breathing out, taking the elbow across to the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Core done. If needed, stretch your legs and then stretch your arms behind you and really shake the body, opening up the chest. You can even flare your ribs out. And then we're gonna transition into, yes, a stretch. But before we do that, let's take 2 bridges, rolling up slowly through the spine and rolling down. So place your arms on the ground with your palms down, drop your shoulders, your feet are hip distance apart. Take a long inhale, and then as you exhale, ground your feet even more, and then lift your tailbone, clench your glutes, rolling up through the spine slowly, 1 vertebra at a time. Maintaining your knees, hips and shoulders aligned, closing your ribcage. Inhale, hold at the top. Exhale, roll down. Extra slow. Massaging your back on the ground. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Rolling up through the spine slowly. Close your ribcage, clench your glutes. Inhale at the top. Exhale. Melt your upper back on the mat. Middle back. Lower back. Tailbone. Relax your glutes. Hug your knees into your chest, really as close as you can. And then drop your arms and rocking side to side. This time, it's not about the core. You can actually really drop your knees side to side, twisting through the spine. Just try and maintain both shoulders on the ground. So, quite relaxed way of dropping those legs rather than what we did before in the tilt. That was very controlled. Looking away from the knees. 4, 4. 4, 3. 4, 2. One last time. Then drop your knees to the right and then roll your shoulders also to your right side and come up to sit into butterfly. So touch your toes if you can, lengthen through the spine. I'll go this way actually. Lengthen through the spine, take a long inhale, and then as you exhale, roll down slowly. Head, shoulders, upper back, middle back, lower back, and then drop all the way down. If your elbows are close to your knees, push your knees down with your elbows. Otherwise, just stay there, drop your head down heavy and breathe. With every exhale, we are trying to drop down a little bit more. Feel the stretch into your lower back, into your inner thighs and hip flexors. Now for our last breath in this position, if you can, walk your hands out in front of you. See if you can lengthen through the lower back a little bit more. See how far you can take your hands. Then when you can't go any further, just stop there, drop down. That's a deep stretch. Quite active rather than passive. So grip your fingertips on the mat, maintain your pelvis on the ground, heavy head. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, exhale, walk your hands back slowly and start rolling up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Then lift your left knee where it is, left leg, take your right leg upside down into a Z position, if you can. Maintaining both of your sitting bones possibly on the ground. Might be that this one stays up a little, but your intention is to drop it down slowly. Then place your arms by your sides, take your right arm up and above your head, and then take it across, stretch, flex the spine. Inhale, circle back, same arm, exhale. Try and ground your right sitting bone even more down towards the mat. Twice more. Close your ribcage, both shoulders are facing towards the front of the room. Last time. Coming back to center, doing the same with the other arm. Inhale, exhale. Now as you're moving towards the right leg, you might feel a stretch into your quads. That's the aim as well of the stretch. As you're getting closer to the right leg, this muscle is going to be stretching. And back to center. Twice more. Grounding your sitting bones. Last time. Back to center. Replace the right leg back to front and the left upside down. We take the same. So we're going to take the left arm up and away to the side. And back to center. Exhale as you move away from the upside down leg. And center. One last time. And back to center. Then taking your right arm up and over towards the left leg. And center. And center. Two more. And center. And one last time. And then stacking both knees, so joining them, and then place your knees underneath your hips and your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under and walk your hands back to the knees, and then push back so that your body weight goes back on your toes, and then ground your heels, so body weight on the feet. Drop the head down, roll up slowly for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and head up on 1. Feet hip distance apart. We're going to soften the knees, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, and then drop the arms, bend your knees, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. So bringing a bit more energy into the swing, and if you can and want a bounce of the knees, which is 2 bends, one small and one big, to drive the pelvis up and stretch the legs. Spine remains neutral, shoulders above the hips. You can add the head if you wish, looking down and looking up. for 4, for 3, for 2. One last time. Keep your arms up towards the ceiling. Now tuck your pelvis under, clench your glutes as much as you can. Lengthen, reach up, inhale. And then on your next exhale, open your arms wide for your sides. Lift your sternum up towards the ceiling. Then allow your arms to drop and your head to come back to center. Last and final 3 breaths. So close your eyes, inhale, lift the shoulders up high. And then this time, drop them down low as you exhale. So not controlling the way down. Inhale, exhale. Last time, inhale, and exhale. And then keeping your shoulders heavy and down, placing your hands into prayer, thumbs against your sternum. And then happy Tuesday night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed. I will